Previously on Gutter Trash.
Pretty much got flushed down the toilet.
Maybe that's what ended up in my sink.
Maybe.
Most things are better in 3D, aren't they?
No.
They should make that into a comic. You know, Roger Rabbit actually surprisingly holds up pretty well. I watched it like a year ago.
Of course it does. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Shoulda, but didn't.
I built a snow frog with one of my friends a couple of years ago. It was pretty cool.
A snow frog?
Yeah, we just built a frog out of snow. Big old frog.
That's weird.
It was pretty, though.
Christmas Day. Forrest Gump. Packed theater. Middle of the row. Giving a blowjob.
I could do that all night. If I'm warm. If I get 2 layers of clothing.
Fuse was basically going to be the next MTV.
Okay. Music?
Yeah.
Okay, before they stopped playing.
Yeah. But then they became the next MTV.
Okay. The game shows and reality shows.
Yep.
And there was like 6 photos of his girlfriend in various stages of undress. Like one of them, she was even on a motorcycle, like half naked.
Did you keep?
No, no, we got rid of them.
She not attractive.
Not attractive.
Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 15. Today's episode, the moral is, America is terrible.
Wow, we totally should have a moral every episode. That's a great idea. Or we could just, every episode, prove how America is terrible.
Yeah, but today the movie we reviewed actually does it for us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it wasn't an American movie.
No, of course.
So don't get that idea.
Yeah. If it was an American movie, it would have been America's great and always right.
There was one American guy in it. It seemed like at the very beginning.
Well, there's a couple Americans.
Was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy with the freaky eyes.
Oh yeah, the freaky eye guy.
Yeah. Anyway, my name's Eric.
I'm Jason.
The hell is that? Today was a movie episode, and we reviewed the Korean movie, The Host.
The Host.
Wow, was that? I gotta look this up. I'm already on the internet, not even 2 minutes into the show. Gotta find out whether that was South Korean, North Korean, whatever.
I think it was South Korea.
Probably. Is that the free one? Is that the free Korea?
Yeah. It's the one that can make good horror movies. I'll tell you that.
Oh, well. You know, for like 2 years or so, it really seemed like there was a really good burgeoning Korean film industry.
Uh-huh.
I know you've never seen it, but you're welcome. Have you ever heard of the movie Old Boy?
No, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
The guy who directed Old Boy, I believe he's Korean as well, Park Chan-wook. And he directed 3 movies that they're all... They call it a trilogy, but it's not really a trilogy. But there's like Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Old Boy, and then Sympathy for Lady Vengeance.
That's right. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, but those are all 3 pretty big movies, and then The Host came out shortly after and got a lot of buzz.
It was looking like there was going to be they were going to be the new Seattle.
Yeah, of movies.
As opposed to Sweater Rock.
Yeah, yeah. South Korea was The Host. Anyway, it is a monster film. Kind of like Cloverfield's little brother.
Yeah.
Even though it came first.
Yeah. It was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Very
I loved
cool.
it. I really enjoyed it.
Surprisingly so.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it would be like a fun horror movie, but it was really good.
Yeah. You say fun's not good? Is that what you're saying?
Fun is not good.
Oh, that's true. You really hated the comic we did last week. So.
Which? Oh yeah,
The Hulk thing.
the Hulk thing. Yeah,
Not the Hulk thing. The Hulk /thing.
yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't know.
The thing Hulk thing.
Sure. Wow.
I liked how funny the movie was.
It was pretty funny.
I had no idea it was going to be like there was going to be any comedy in the movie at all.
I didn't expect it to be either. I mean, I knew it was like I had been wanting to see this movie since 2006 when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I knew that it was not exactly run of the mill horror monster movie or whatever. I did not expect it to have the humor that it did, the amount of comedy. Yeah, so it's about basically it's about this family who they're all pretty disparate individuals, but coming together in this crisis where this giant fish,
Yeah, it was like
lizard thing,
some sort of
walking fish,
amphibianish kind of creature.
Basically attacks the Han River in Seoul. The reason I know that is because I read it right there.
Yeah. I was like, man, he knows his geography.
I know. No, I don't. Where am I? Who knows?
Yeah, right from the beginning, it was action.
Yeah. Yeah. The way it kind of opened, I thought it was actually going to be really slow, but then, it really did just say, "No, fuck you."
Yeah. I think that was the point. They were giving that false start, like it was going to be some sort of possibly even pretentious kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
And then it just became this awesome, it was like Jaws. I mean, it even says that on the box,
Right.
similar Jaws, and it's like Jurassic Park meets Jaws or something. Only, Korean style.
I'd say it's Jaws meets Cloverfield.
Mm-hmm.
And just without the shaky handheld and with a lot more people not speaking American.
Yeah.
That's the way we do it in God's country.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, from the get-go, America is evil.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck America. Fuck a bunch of America.
The opening scene of the movie, though, was some American asshole telling honest, hardworking Korean guy to flush a bunch of toxic chemicals down the river.
Yeah. I know, it's our fault.
Yeah.
We did it.
And then, wouldn't you know, we get a big giant monster that rampages and eats people, kinda.
It kind of swishes them around and
Swishes them around,
Keeps
spits them
them-
back out.
keeps them in its lair.
It's got kind of a bulimic,
Oh,
kind
maybe,
of thing going.
maybe it's like the supermodel of monster movies.
Ooh, wow. Yet another level.
Yeah. It's Glamour Puss meets Cloverfield. But the monster, I was impressed with how cool it looked and how much, you saw the entire monster. There wasn't much
Right.
where it was hiding in shadows or anything.
Yeah, no hiding in shadows, no, we glimpsed a leg.
Yeah. It was just right from the beginning, there's the whole fucking monster.
Yeah,
And
there's the payoff. And it looks good, too.
It looked really... I think that's the key, though, with computer graphics in movies. If it's a human or a humanoid creature, it looks fake.
Yeah.
Like the Hulk or whatever. But
Right.
but if it's a creature like that, I mean, you have no frame of reference as to what this creature should look like.
Exactly.
And it looks awesome because you don't know.
I definitely agree. And, I mean, I gotta think that this is probably lower budget than, say, anything Spielberg would do or anything like that. So
It looks really sweet.
it looks good
like the
for
color,
what it does.
Like
Yeah.
the color of every scene was really sweet looking.
Oh, yeah. It's just a great looking movie. It's got a nice visual style to it all around.
Like all the rain scenes looked
Oh,
awesome.
man, those are awesome.
Yeah.
I loved the way the creature moved.
Yeah.
Just it would like flip around and shit, and
under the bridge and everything.
well, when it would do that, it would like it would move around. It would like cross the bridge because there's bridges that are pretty much essential to the plot.
Yeah,
and it it like wraps its tail around like one of the girders and like flips itself around to grab it with its front
and sort of
arms.
swings around like that.
Yeah, like a Spider-Man
Like
kind
a
of
monkey.
thing. Yeah, like a monkey. Okay, yeah.
Like a ring-tailed gooseberry.
Wow. But no, like there was that one scene where spoiler, someone dies, and
In the horror film? Blah, 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 blah. You didn't just say that.
what the fuck was that? Explain yourself.
Oh, I'm 3 beers in on a vegetarian burrito. I got no lining in my stomach.
Sweet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's alright. So anyway, no, like the monster kills that one guy, and they try to attack it, and it does like this sweet fucking like double gainer off of the ledge of the edge of the dock or whatever where it is, and back into the river. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Was it? You mean towards the beginning of the movie?
Middle-ish.
What guy? Which guy?
The old guy.
Oh, the old. Okay, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. There's some sweet scenes where it thrashes people around with its tail too, and you're like, wow, that's amazing looking. That's craziness.
Anyway, the plot of the movie is, this monster attacks, and this sort of dysfunctional family witnesses it happening, and the daughter of, I guess he's the main character. I would say that it's his movie, basically.
Yeah.
It's about him, for the most part. His daughter gets carried off by the creature. Everyone thinks she's dead. But she's still alive. And for some reason, the creature keeps her alive.
Yeah, they never really explained that. I was hoping it was going to be some sort of alien homage, cocoon kind of thing, but where they keep them in cocoons or something. But there's no reason to keep them alive, I guess. Maybe after dinner snack, like midnight snack, maybe.
Could be.
Back at his lair.
Well, I mean, because it keeps spitting out all the other people that it attacks.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you even think that they're maybe alive for a minute, but they're not.
Right.
And it just leaves them, like, in this ditch.
In the bottom of a sewer.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know, it was, like, licking them. Like it would, like, lower them gently to the ground.
Yeah.
And then, like, wrap its tongue around their faces and, like, stroke them.
See, I figured they were still alive when it lowered them so gentle and lovingly.
Right, yeah.
It's almost like it was like a carton of eggs. When I get back from the grocery, I sit down real easily.
But, I mean, it killed most of everyone it came into contact with and ate quite a few of them.
Yeah.
And then, later on in the movie, he spewed out, vomited.
A giant pile of bones.
Yeah. And then ate the bodies it hadn't eaten yet.
Yeah, that was weird. Maybe it was just foraging for, winter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do kind of appreciate that, they didn't spell out every last thing that the creature did. And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. But anyway, during the initial attack, there's, the one American guy in the movie tries to save the day and gets his arm torn off. And turns out he's, was he? He's in the Army or Marine?
Yeah, I think he was a Marine.
And stationed there in Korea. And the news reports that he has a virus that he picked up from the creature from being in direct contact with it. And thus, the name of the movie, The Host, because the creature is the host of this virus.
Right. It doesn't invite you over for hors d'oeuvres and
No.
pinnacle.
I was telling one of my friends I was going to be watching this movie, and I was like, yeah, I imagine kind of like a Clue type situation, where like a bunch of strangers get invited to this party at a mansion, and Tim Curry is like, a serial killer.
Yeah, I would watch that movie.
Tim Curry is awesome.
Tim Curry as a serial killer. Yeah, that could be good. That could be really good.
Lots of dead air here.
Yeah. Oh, I was admiring the Kyle Hotz art.
Yes.
Pretty sweet.
Indeed.
Yeah. Where were we?
The virus.
The virus. The creature's the host of the virus.
Yes. Well, good night.
I did lose my train of thought. Where were we at?
I was talking about the movie we just watched. It's kind of the point of the show here. Just kind of sitting here, swinging my feet back and forth.
So then the family goes on the quest to find the daughter.
Well, they get captured because the main character, Gangdu?
I can't pronounce it. It was like Gangdul or
something.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
I don't know. The subtitles spelled it out Gang-du. Yeah, I guess we shouldn't even attempt to pronounce people's names. Anyway, yeah, the main character basically admits that he came into contact with the creature. He had blood from the creature splattered on him. So he gets quarantined, and the entire family gets quarantined.
Which was a hilarious scene, by the way, whenever when they're at the funeral or the wake or whatever for everyone, and that was when I knew this movie was going to be great. But it's this insane scene where they're all flipping out and crying for like 5 minutes straight, and it becomes a comedy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no like slipping on banana peels or anything, but
well, they are slipping on each other, rolling on the ground, and
they're just crying and freaking out. And at first, you're like, man, this is crazy and visceral and powerful. And then after 5 minutes of it, you're like, this is a fucking comedy. It's great.
So they're in quarantine. He's being prepped for tests. And tell him not to eat. But he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
So he starts eating. And in the middle of eating this crap from a can.
It looked like sardines or something.
It's like fucked up looking sardines.
Yeah.
Like sardine
bait,
testicles.
Or like bait or something.
I don't know. But he gets a phone call from his daughter, who is in the sewer. And
finds out she's alive.
Tries to tell the authorities, who refuse to listen to them. And they figure out a way to escape, and they go on the quest trying to hunt her down, save her from the monster.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the entire movie. That on. Just trying to get the thing going on rampages here and there. Basically, the reiteration that America is just an evil prick who likes to fuck with you.
Yeah, because they're hiding from the cops and chasing down the daughter, and trying to avoid the monster, but yet find its lair. So it makes for a really interesting bunch of events.
Yeah. There's banana.
There was one weird scene where that other kid, there's another kid that joins the monster's collection of living people.
Yeah.
And there's a weird scene where him and his brother are going through the sewer, and then all of a sudden, I guess the brother gets killed. I think that was him that was murdered by the monster.
Well, yeah, that whole thing was just kind of weird, because up until this point, we've been focusing on the family, and they're in the sewers, and they freak out because they think they see the monster, but they don't. They start firing their guns every which way.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the movie shifts its focus to these two kids for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure the younger one, like they're just trying to introduce the younger one, and the older one ends up dying.
They both get attacked by the monster, and the older brother gets swallowed. Not eaten, because again, the monster doesn't fucking eat anyone that we ever see anyway. But yeah, they both get deposited into the pit. The youngest one is still alive and becomes a companion for the little girl. Again, not gonna mention names.
Bob. It was Bob and Susie.
Bob and Susie. There we go.
But yeah, like you said, I think you compared it to Cloverfield, and I think that's a really good analogy. Cloverfield was great, and it was a real simple premise, just like this movie, but just done really well and interesting.
I will say, I would watch this again. I don't think I'd ever watch Cloverfield again.
Really?
I mean, I love Cloverfield, but I think the experience of seeing it in the theater is pretty much what made that movie.
Yeah.
This has more of a tale to it, I think. And there's some depth to it, and some other stuff. And Cloverfield was all just about marketing gimmicks and look what you can find online. Maybe
on a nice big surround sound TV at home you could watch Cloverfield. But yeah, I agree. It's definitely a very like one trick pony. Like the second viewing would kind of lose something, and seeing it on a small TV would probably lose something too. Yeah.
I mean, it's a solid movie, but I don't. Yeah, for repeated viewings, it just doesn't have enough of a story to keep your interest the second time around. And I think this one definitely has a lot more going for it than just the monster.
The main character, he was so cool. He kind of reminds me of the dude from Big Lebowski, because he was just kind of like sweatpants and laziness and
like borderline narcoleptic.
Yeah.
Survives a lobotomy.
Yeah.
No adverse effects. In fact, maybe even better because of it.
Makes you kind of wonder. Maybe that should be prescribed to a lot of us.
Well, of course, the only reason he got the lobotomy because America's evil.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting the lesson of the day. Oh. Do we have to drink every time we decide America's evil?
Yes. Because that's the American way.
Yeah. We're evil. Woo, bottoms up. So yeah, pretty sweet film.
Indeed.
Makes me curious to see some other Korean horror movies. Maybe there's some other good ones.
Possibly. You should definitely at least see Old Boy at some point. There's another one. I don't know if it's Korean or not. I should probably check that. There's another great one called Save the Green Planet. But I'm just not sure if it's Korean or not, so let me double check that. Yes, it is. That one is another sort of mindfuck of a genre-bending movie. So, yeah, you should definitely see at least those two.
Save the Green Planet.
Save the Green Planet and Old Boy. And The Host. 3 great Korean movies.
Wow. I'm excited.
That tasted great together.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched it in subtitles too, because we sort of debated before.
Yeah, well,
it always loses something, I think, when you don't.
Yeah. It's I saw Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon at the movie theater, which was subtitled when I saw it. And I thought it was awesome. And then, I watched it whenever it came out on video with my parents. And, of course, they watched it dubbed.
Dubbed, right.
And it was fucking terrible. So, yeah, it can make and break movies easily.
It just gives it a whole different atmosphere.
And, contrary to, what Hollywood wants to believe, because
America's Evil.
there we go. I don't mind reading subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can watch a foreign language movie, without it having to be remade with Keanu Reeves and Will Smith and directed by Brett Ratner.
Young Guns 3? What was it?
Maybe.
I don't mind the subtitles at all. The only thing is, like, late at night, like if I'm tired and I put in a subtitle movie, it might as well be a lullaby. I'm out.
You can say that for anything you read late at night.
That's true.
Be it movie, book, or magazine, whatever. That's why people tend to read before they go to bed.
Because America's Evil.
Well, no.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I just wanted another drink.
You missed one.
I just wanted a drink.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you.
But yeah, that was sweet.
Yes,
that was sweet. I will watch that again.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it dubbed before I take it back, because I got it from the library. And maybe I'll watch it dubbed and see if it holds up at all.
Yeah.
Be a good experiment.
Indeed. Let me know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good pick. You did good.
Yay! It was better than the Hulk thing.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll see in 10 years. Maybe we hate it. Like,
Could
man, that monster looks so fake. We have a monster like that ourselves, like a projection of one in the house, like a digital Dolby surround version. It's roaming around the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hologram.
There we go.
That was good.
Thank you. Oh, man. Burrito.
Hothead burritos.
Yes, indeed.
Ain't too shabby.
Not at all. Thank you again.
Yeah.
We love this movie, and yet we don't talk so little about it.
Yeah. It was just the perfect blend of funny and like scary and suspense. It was more suspense, I guess, than scary.
Yeah.
Because there's some parts where you think it's gonna jump around the corner and then it doesn't, and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Very highly recommended. And America's Evil.
Speaking of that,
less
than a week till Barack Obama is sworn in.
Yeah, like just a couple days.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Not that I think he's evil. I'm just saying.
No. Well,
America in general.
Well, clearly this movie was made during the Bush administration.
That's true. Yeah. It's
not that I'm connecting the two at all.
Yeah. No.
All right. I'm going to defend George Bush right now.
His name's easier to spell than Barack Obama's.
No. I have trouble with George.
Really?
Because definitely,
George.
George.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That's not George, that's Georg.
What? But ever since you're little, you see George, so it's like you know that name.
Yeah, whatever. Barack Obama is spelled like it sounds.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm gonna defend him. I think that he is an incredibly well-meaning, patriotic human being who really just only wants to do the right thing. Unfortunately, he's not smart enough or clever enough to do it correctly.
You really think he means well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's right.
All right.
I'm saying that he thinks he's right.
It's like how Galactus means well because he just wants a warm lunch.
It's survival.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that.
Oh, man. I don't know if he means well.
Yeah, I think he did. Dick Cheney, however, I believe is Satan.
Okay. Well, yeah, he seems a little more evil and a little more crazy.
He seems a lot more evil and a fuck ton more crazy. And so fucking intelligent that he can pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah, George Bush, I saw the other day, he was doing one of his 3 concession speeches or whatever. I guess he does 2 or 3 of them, and he said he was talking about how he doesn't know what he's going to do with his free time, and they asked him, well, what are you going to do now? Are you going to just get back to work being a like advisor? What are you going to do? And he's like, well, I can't see myself just sitting on the beach drinking margaritas, especially since I don't drink anymore. It's just like
I didn't say he was smart.
Yeah.
I just said he's
well-meaning.
He means he thinks he means well.
He thinks he means well.
Yes.
Well, that's backhanded enough of a compliment that I can...
It's a defense. I didn't say it was a good defense. Of course, while we're talking about this, while we were watching the movie, of course, was his final speech to America. So, who the fuck knows what he said?
Yeah.
We may actually be under martial law right now and not know it because we were watching the host.
Yeah. Well, then that just means we're free for a few minutes longer than the rest of America.
Oh, sweet.
Because we don't know.
And when I try to upload this episode, then we'll find out that all of our rights have been taken away.
Yeah.
Just because we wanted to review a few funny books and scary foreign movies.
That's all we wanted. Out of this godforsaken America's evil world. Yeah. But yeah, Barack Obama, the Spider-Man comic came out this week that had Barack Obama on the cover.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I have no interest in neither Spider-Man or Barack Obama.
Well, apparently, all the good people of this here town that don't normally read funny books decided that is a funny book that they want to own at least one copy of.
Yeah.
We got calls all day long, people asking. My favorite was the guy that said, "Hey, do you got that the Marvel comic?" This is on Wednesday, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, which one?" And he goes, there's a new Marvel comic with President Obama on it. He didn't know the name of the book. I'm like, man, at least get your shit together enough to
ask for
to
it
know
by
the
name.
Know the name of the book you want to invest your money in.
I've got a question though. Knowing Marvel's, firm and fair policy of letting everyone know well in advance of what they're going to be putting out.
Oh, right.
And allowing you to adjust your orders as necessary in a timely and fair manner. How much notice did you have that this was going to be happening?
Like literally almost 0. We got because we order too many Spider-Mans anyway because it keeps losing popularity.
Right.
So every week we try to adjust it. Oh well, maybe we should cut it some more. And they offer this Barack Obama variant cover that you're allowed to order as many as you want after you've already locked in your copies of the regular cover.
Right.
And we're stuck at 45 copies of Amazing Spider-Man. We're like, well, we don't want to get 45 more because then we're just not going to sell 100 copies instead of 20 copies. And so I only ordered 5 of them. I was like, yeah, it's just okay. It's a variant. He was on Savage Dragon and nobody seemed to care.
Right.
And then I think we sold 1 more than normal because he was on the cover of Savage Dragon. But
Eric Larson cared.
Eric Larson cared. That was I bet you he did.
And Eric Larson is my comic hero, so I care a little bit, even though I don't read Savage Dragon anymore.
But you may in the near future.
I may in the near future, but not because of Barack Obama. Anyway.
But so we're like, okay, well, we'll just get these 5 copies. Maybe we'll sell those. And then, USA Today and some other newspapers do an article and put it on the front page, and every moron with $5 extra wants to invest in one so they can send their kid to college if it doesn't get on a debilitating drug habit before it turns 18.
I love the fact that you just referred to children everywhere as it. That's awesome. Thank you.
Well, you know.
I'm proud of you. Go on.
So then these people call all day long, and that's great. I want to sell comics to people that don't normally read comics,
right.
But these people don't give a fuck. They don't even want to ever read this. They just want to slab it up and seal it and make it worth thousands of dollars, because obviously that's what it's going to be. This is 1947 where comics are really, really rare.
Well, the one way to make comics rare nowadays is you gotta have some good old-fashioned book burnings. We need a new Frederick Wortham for the 21st century.
Well, yeah, but okay, I mean that's cool, that's well and good. But if you burn this one though, the Barack Obama one, there might be like a slight problem, like a skewed vision of what you're trying to.
Well, I'm not just saying this particular issue.
Okay.
I'm talking about comics in general.
Right.
We need someone else coming out that's saying that
like Dr. Phil,
like a Dr. Phil, coming out saying that the reason that like a Columbine thing might happen is because Batman's gay for Robin.
Right.
And then we have all the book burnings, and then all those issues that are still left will now become very valuable.
You may be onto something.
I know, because that's history. That's what happened the first time.
Yeah.
Because, fucking all those old Golden Age comics that are so rare and so expensive now.
There's EC books.
They were selling millions and millions of copies, long before, Todd McFarlane ever touched Spider-Man.
Yeah. He touched him in this happy place?
And that's why we got to burn the books.
Oh, okay. Those damn Canadians. McFarlane, you pervert. Oh.
Anyway, Barack Obama. Comics.
Yeah.
What?
Burn them all. And then to compliment Diamond even further, because
I know you love Diamond.
Oh yeah, I love Diamond. Yeah, they've never done wrong. But that whole thing was Marvel's fault. I will say,
right.
That was Marvel's fault. But Diamond was like, "Excuse me, can we fuck up your day too?" Because Marvel just didn't fuck it up big enough. So out of the 5 copies that we get, 2 of them come in damaged.
Nice. So nobody wants to buy that one.
Oh, of course not. It's an investment, not something to read. Silly goose.
Well, I would let you know that if I ever really give a shit about Spider-Man and was reading it, I would have bought the damaged one, because I usually buy the damaged ones that you get.
That's true. I've seen you do that.
Yep.
And I commend you.
Thank you. So I buys them for readings.
That's what you do with the comics.
That's what you're supposed to.
You read the fuckers.
That and, sometimes wipe up some, messes.
Unsavory
puddles.
Oh, I've got a story about an unsavory puddle, but we can go into that later.
All right, well, we'll do that in the wrap up then.
Okay.
Let's see where we are on time. Fuck, we still got time to fill.
Oh man,
entertain me some more.
I'll just tell you about the unsavory puddle.
All right then.
Okay. Well, the other night I went to bed, as I usually do, and I walk in my room. I get in bed, and I smell something horrible, right?
Right.
And I'm like, man, what is that? Because sometimes my dog sleeps in my bed. I was like, maybe there's dog farts lingering down here. And then I turn on the light, and I look around and sniff around, and there's this giant puddle of nastiness in my bedroom sink.
I think you need to explain the setup of your bedroom here.
Oh yeah, the bedroom. My bedroom is in the basement of the house we rent, and it's this tiny little room that literally, my mattress almost touches all 4 walls. Like, if I lay in bed and do like a snow angel, I touch all 4 walls at the same time. I can touch all 4 of them. And so it's really tiny. It's like a utility room. That's not really supposed to be a bedroom. And there's this sink right behind the head of my bed. And somehow it got backed up with, it looked like dirty laundry water and like food that was like stuck in our drains, because there was like chunks of spinach and corn and like green water, like blackish green water, and it smelled horrific.
Oh no.
And so So I slept there that night anyway. I tried to plunge it out. I plunged it out with a plunger, and it just would not go anywhere. And so I was like, "Oh, it's not rising." I watched it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, "I'll just wait." And then the next morning, it all went down. It all drained in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Ooh, that's good." But there was all like weird sludge in my sink, and I tried to clean it out. But then, like a couple nights later, which was like 2 nights ago, it filled back up again right before I went to bed. And I was like, I'm not, like, because my head of the bed is like, the sink is right above my face, basically.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just going to drag my mattress into the middle of the other part of the basement. So I dragged my mattress in the middle of the floor and slept in there. And it's still nasty, the sink. Like, it came back down again, but there's, like, crazy sludge, and it just, like, it goes back up and comes back down every day.
Should
we called the rotor guy. Yeah. We tried to clean it ourselves, but we couldn't.
We have a septic tank, or
yeah, we have a septic tank.
So it's
probably like some
sewage and
food and poo.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Kind of glad you're not getting the house now, aren't you?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Like all these little things keep happening because like a month ago I found out I couldn't get the house, and like now. Both of the locks on the front and side door just keep freezing up. Like, not because of the cold, but they just stop working. And the other day, sometimes one does it or the other, and it's been doing that for a couple months. But the other day, both of them were locked, and we couldn't get in the house for a while because they both just decided not to work. So
nice.
So yeah, all these little things. It's like the Money Pit, that movie with Tom Hanks and Shelley Long.
Yeah.
But then I didn't put any money into it, so
that's good.
I guess it's not like that at all.
Yeah. I have nothing to really say anything at all. It's cold out.
It's fucking freezing out.
Took me more than a couple minutes to get to work the past couple days.
I bet. The highway. You drive on the highway to work.
Yep. Today it took about 2 hours to get to work. And the roads weren't bad or anything. In fact, WHIO, the local radio station, I listen to them in the morning for traffic and weather reports because I commute, in case I haven't mentioned it before, and it takes me at least an hour to get to work every day anyway. So I'm listening, and I go pick up my coworker because carpool, and from the moment I get in the car, he keeps saying, "Oh, there's accidents everywhere on I-75 off of Dryden Road, and going north and south. There's another accident. Oh my God!" Yeah. We get there, we're listening to the radio, and it's like, "Yeah, there's an accident on southbound 75 on the Dryden Road ramp. Stay to the right, the accident's on the left, rescue trucks are out there and trying to clean up the mess right now." We're passing that exact spot that they're talking about. There's not a goddamn thing there. I'm like, fucking Major Mark Bowerin, or whatever the fuck his name is making shit up.
Maybe he's just really behind. Maybe it happened 2 hours ago, and he was, I don't know, doing a story about a roller skating gopher or something.
I don't know. But, and it's it's bad enough because once I pass Middletown, I changed to a Cincinnati station, so I can hear about traffic, the closer I get to where I work.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they always make shit up. But that's fine because I don't really know my way around there.
Yeah, you believe it. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're making shit up in Dayton for people that are,
coming from Cincinnati.
Nobody drives to Dayton to work.
Yeah, Dayton's a dead city.
Yeah. No, it's just dying.
Just dying. Yeah. I mean, if Dayton was vital, maybe I'd have a job here.
That's true.
Instead of having to drive an hour every day. On the good day. It's cold.
It's below zero.
It is below zero. I've gotten over my cold for the most part. I'm not as depressed as I was last episode.
Well, that's good.
Still depressed, but not outwardly showing it anymore. Because it makes for bad radio.
You pulled it all in. Okay. That's good. Yeah, it's better to have depression just bouncing off the inside of your body.
Yeah.
I
just let it build up and build up and build up to the point where someday I'll just suck on a tailpipe and it'll be all good.
Yeah, I've read that somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man, now I'm going to feel bad if anyone kills himself that listens to the show.
Someone made this horrible joke the other day at my work. He said something about the American... I guess somebody on American Idol killed themselves at Paula Abdul's house. Did you hear about that?
It was like a former contestant who was obsessed with her or something like that, yeah.
I had no idea. He was just making jokes about contestants going to her house and, offing themselves because of how terrible their singing career was.
Right.
And I was like, that's just a terrible joke. I don't even get it. And then later I found out that actually happened. I was like, wow, who would make a joke about that? It's pretty gross. Yeah. Was
it Matt?
No, I don't want to say his name. But it was just a customer.
Oh, just a customer.
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm tempted to.
Okay. No. You can tell me off air.
Yeah. Okay.
I keep referring to us like we're a radio show. I know we're not.
Yeah, it's as if he's listening or something.
Right. No one listens. Just Pat.
He's a nice enough guy usually, but he just makes these horrible jokes. I'm just like, man, how can you do that? It's bad karma.
Bad karma, indeed. Well, I'm full of bad karma myself, so that's why I'm often sick to my stomach. Anyway, let's take a break.
All right.
We've talked long enough. Welcome back to the comedy bronze that is gutter trash. Definitely no comedy gold there. Just bronze at best.
At best, yeah. That's what I was
So, I was watching a TV show with my parents yesterday. It's called Criminal Minds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of your generic cop, FBI, profiler type show.
Oh, okay.
It's got Joe Mantegna in it, though.
Is it the who's that?
He's that guy.
He's not. He's not the guy from the Goonies, is he?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's Fat Tony on The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. Fat Tony.
Yeah, Fat Tony.
Yeah. All
right. So in the show, like they're hunting down this serial rapist or something, and they found like this blog that he writes on, and they figured out that there's like 2 different people writing on this blog, and they figured that out because of different sort of regional colloquialisms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they said, like, one of them refers to soda, one of them refers to pop.
Oh.
And they said that the one refers to something called a devil's strip, which is a regional phrase to Central Ohio.
Oh.
Have you ever heard
the Devil's Strip?
Yes.
No. I wish I had. Is it Devil's Trip?
No. It's strip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a sequence of naughty titty bars or something, maybe?
Nope. It's the grass that grows in between cracks on the sidewalk.
Oh,
This is apparently what we refer to that as here in Central Ohio.
Because we're always talking about that little patch of grass.
Yes, exactly.
True that there's not much exciting going on in Dayton, Ohio. But if it ever gets to the point where we're naming the strips of grass between cracks and sidewalks, then just drop the fucking bomb.
Yes.
Drop it right in Rat Pat. Maybe it'll get us. Wow. The Devil's Strip.
I should, when we're off air, I'm actually going to look that up.
Yeah, maybe. It sounds more like a. Like a.
I thought it was sort of kind of a type of bikini wax.
Yeah. Or like, you know how they call, what do they call it, the happy trail?
Yeah.
In the front?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like the back happy trail.
Ooh.
The Devil's Strip. It's like the
disturbing and funny.
Yeah. It's the equivalent of, like a bead of sweat riding down the Devil's Strip is like a, taking a trash can lid to go, sledding down a steep hill. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
No, I've never heard that, though. I've never heard Devil's Strip.
Neither have I. And I was asking, my friend brought it up earlier, and yeah, because I guess he watched it too, and so he was trying to find out if I'd ever heard of it, and I was like, no.
Well, see, maybe
they just make shit up.
Maybe they wrote the future because they're like, see, that's all people talk about in the Midwest, and then like now they're just going to go to a mall somewhere and film, and everybody's gonna be like, have you heard of the Devil's Strip? I didn't know about that. Yeah, I didn't know. My Devil's Strip's getting pretty long.
Oh my god, it's a self-fulfilling
Yeah,
prophecy.
Yeah. We're just that dumb here that we'll eat it like a birdseed out of your hand.
Oh, fuck you, Criminal Minds.
Nah. Although that was a good Pawn song, Criminal Minds.
What?
An old punk rock song.
Ah.
Criminal Minds, Criminal Minds.
Alrighty. So, speaking of Criminal Minds,
Yeah.
it's my turn to pick a comic.
Uh-oh.
I think you've already guessed it.
Yeah. Think I know.
Criminal.
Criminal Macabre. What?
Just criminal.
Just criminal.
Just plain old criminal.
Awesome.
I know you recently rebought the first trade.
Yeah. Hey, I bought the first one for the second time.
So, yeah, I'm going to pick... I have them all in individual issues. So,
Okay.
just whatever individual issues make up the trade, I guess, is what I'm picking.
Probably 6 or 7.
I think it's actually 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Double check, I guess. Look in the trade, see where it stops, and let me know so I know where to stop reading.
Or you can just read ahead.
I could. Yeah, I've been planning to anyway. So
Yeah, I really enjoyed Incognito. I read that the other day.
yeah, I've not read that because I'm actually waiting for that to
To be collected?
come out. No, I'm going to buy them all individually, but I'm going to wait until they're all out before I read them.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did buy it?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
There are a few books that I still read individually, in individual issues, and Criminal is one of them. And since Incognito is sort of taking Criminal's place for the next 5 or 6 months, treating it just like it's sort of an extension of Criminal.
Right.
Because they put articles and shit in the back of the books, so I think they're still doing that with Incognito. So.
Yeah, there's one in there.
Yeah, so I'm going to treat it just like Criminal.
Sweet.
I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I actually want to read that, so that works out.
Sweet. Yeah.
Criminal it is.
Actually, I had a hard time picking. I finally decided, obviously. Because I was prepared to pick the comic.
Oh. Yeah, I hear that's always a good move to pick out what you're supposed to choose before the show starts.
But no, I thought about something else that I hadn't read before. Or, for a while, I was actually thinking about something old school 80s Marvel until the disaster that was last episode.
Yeah.
Figured, we'll give that a cooling off period.
Hey, any book that ends with the Hulk eating cheeseburgers, awesome.
Wow, the book I was going to pick, I think, might actually have the Hulk eating cheeseburgers in it.
It's an homage.
Oh, yeah, well, it came before Hulk so that was the homage. Yeah. Alright, I got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
You?
This is the dead air episode.
Yeah, alright. Well, we're leaving, and we'll see you next week.
Under the reign of the new leader of the evil land that we know as America.
Yes. Sig Heil.
You can't end the show with the word.
No, okay. Well, I got something else I can talk about now then. Fuck this ending shit.
Yeah.
I watched a Donald Duck cartoon yesterday that was Donald Duck is a Nazi.
What? Well, are you serious?
It was called Die Führer's Face. And it was like a bunch of Nazis singing this happy Nazi song. And Donald Duck was...
he was one of them?
Kind of. He wasn't in the band or anything like that, but it focused on him. He was working, for the Nazis.
That's ridiculous.
But then it turns out it was all a dream, and... Because the whole thing was just him making fun of, Hitler and Nazis and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some Bugs Bunny cartoons where he, kicks Hitler's ass or something.
Yeah, I also watched a Bugs Bunny cartoon where he was in blackface. So,
oh my gosh.
This is all, just a series of clips that I found that were all cartoons that they don't want you to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they would just kind of prefer... never existed anymore,
Oh, man. They have the one where Uncle Scrooge takes Huey, Dewey, and the Louie out for the camping trip for the weekend.
No. Not yet, no. Alright.
That's good. That's
anyway.
good.
Yeah, we'll go and I'll see you next week.
Yes.
Under new management. Alright, bye.
Gutter Trash can be downloaded at www.guttertrash.net, iTunes, Podcast Alley, and Feedburner. You can also find us at myspace.com/guttertrash_net, seandorn.net, and buyerbewarecomics.blogspot.com. Contact us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. We'll see you next time.